Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, the running back has it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense in the hurry-up.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
28.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got it.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes where you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last.
Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's at the 30. Inside the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Army! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. I imagine. Going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Got him downfield. Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the second half. They need something big to happen to get back in this one. Turnovers is the key. They were almost able to get one right there. Nice job knocking it out. The offense very lucky it rolled out of bounds.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out route.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got room at the 35. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fakes to grab. At the 45 on his way. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Looking left. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Kruger. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
59-42.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Slithers into space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Rush is on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much adds a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Backed up by that earlier sack. One last chance to get it in the end zone on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Blair. Unleashes to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He wants to change this route. Makes the catch. It's Kruger. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.